Asampayetia. Obayan Sapusu Bunibia one can asam. Say mafu to some kakre wa supeme. Yo Kofi, oh my ya woman, oh mani ya mana. Geni baby ako, wacha za ya wareni. Wonsom, wanini pa, nasa dipa wofio ye. Yamo yembera ye, ebe ya ifiyena. Omaya umano, omaya mamana. Hadi waya nora, nyamichata, nyamana renya. Wonsom, wanini pa, sawaya wanabe. Yamo yembera ye, ebe ya ifiyena. Wonsom, wanini pa, nasa dipa wofio yo. Yamo yembera ye. Yamishira, Mamani Paya, the Foa, and Yanum. Yafanya Misroya, Jumana, Yami Besrayan, O'Brien, Boya, Yamoya Murae, Abeya, Efianara, Amabeya, Efianara, Ejanova Pofo, Asitabeya, Efianara,
Alright, yeah, my bray, or mine be ye for me, new me, and 30 minutes on top of the hour, 9 a.m. GMT in the studios of Papalo Radio. We're streaming live on www.mountainghana.com, onlineradiobox.com. I want you to stick and stay. The best is yet to come. I ask that you hit the share button, share the message on your page, on your timeline, send the link to your friends. Mpɔtam Morning Show. We're streaming live on www.mountainghana.com, onlineradiobox.com. You know what? I have this special guest in the house, and Bible said two is better than one. Doing things together as a family is not easy. And so I'm going to have an in-studio discussion with this great family. They are looking so good. I'm yet to introduce them. But I want you to go ahead, hit the share button, share the message on your page, on your timeline, send the link to your friends. Today, I want to give you the weather forecast. We needed to have done that earlier, but Sankofa Yinchi. So we'll go back to our roots and do the needful. So weather forecast for today, Monday 12th of June 2023. Cloudy weather is expected this morning with possibility of slight to moderate rain over a few areas, says Ghana Meteorological Agency. It notes sunny intervals are expected as the day progresses. However, it adds there is a chance of thunderstorms later in the day, particularly over part of the northern sector. I have in the studio Reverend Daniel Asare Akoto and Mrs. Joanna Asare Akoto. In fact, they are the CEOs. They are going to explain to me who is the CEO, who is the deputy CEO, or because Bible says they are one, their CEO is one. Danny Joan's Shepherd Foods Enterprise. In fact, I've been enjoying their meals for a very long time, and when I tell you their meals are delicious and nice, I know what I'm talking about. Rev, good morning.
Good morning, Apostle.
Welcome to Papa Law Radio and on Mpɔtam Morning Show.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You're looking good. Can you get close to your microphone?
Okay.
Because we want to hear your macho voice, How are you doing?
I am fine. I'm fine.
I can see you are full of
very,
life.
Very great. The grace of God is abound.
We thank God. And how's the family?
Wonderful.
We thank God.
As you can see, my beautiful wife.
She's here. Mom, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Wow. You are looking sweet as well.
Thank you.
And I'm happy you are here. So welcome to Papa Law Radio. Rev,
Apostle.
today is a very good day because you are visiting us for the first time.
Yeah,
And you are here for a very good cause.
that's right.
This morning, people are doing things that are unnecessary, but you are here to promote good health.
That's right.
And on this show, we have a radio doctor who always come here to teach us how we can be able to overcome some of these sicknesses and diseases. And most of the time, he's very particular about eating habits.
Yeah.
People eat anything, and today everybody is a chef, everybody is a cook, everybody is a caterer. Tell me about yourself. Who is Reverend Daniel Asare Akoto?
Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
Once again, I am Reverend Daniel Asare Akoto.
That's right.
I fellowship with Latter Glory Faith Ministry International, Community 9.
Okay.
My senior pastor is Prophet Alice Chairman. Good
Okay.
morning, Papa.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, great man.
That's right.
And the wife,
I can see.
wonderful man. In fact, I'm with them, and then it's been so wonderful. So that's why I fellowship.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why I fellowship.
Good to know. So tell us about yourself. Your formative days, right from childhood. Who is your mother? Who is your father? Where do you come from? How old are you, if you don't mind? Because some of us don't like sharing our age.
Yeah, of course.
To the public.
Don't worry.
I thought as much.
No. I like sharing it because
That's right. Okay.
there's nothing
Yes,
wrong with it.
about the achievement, no problem. And so we look at your hometown, we look at your educational background until you became a pastor and a chef, of course, a proud chef.
Yeah.
So can you school us through
Okay, so
some of these things?
As I said, Reverend Daniel Asare Akoto
That's
is
right.
my name. From AKUFO-ADDO.
Okay.
Yeah, so I started my education, basic education, Nudu. And then my mom is Madam Vida Asamoah.
Oh, so we share the same mother's name.
Oh, wow.
My mother is Vida
Wow.
Boatin. Vida Benam Boatin.
Wow. And then my father is a disease, is Mr. Samuel Akoto, Kwejo
Okay.
Akoto,
Wow.
popularly known as Jody.
So you guys have biblical names, Samuel and Daniel.
Yeah.
Daniel in the lions there.
That's right. As you can see,
That's
very,
right.
very tough. And then, so started from Nudu, then to
No, doing which region?
Nudu in Eastern region,
Eastern region.
Sojaman district,
That's right.
Akwemu district.
I'm very
Akwemu.
familiar in those
Yeah,
areas.
Akwemu.
Ajina, those areas.
Yes, I'm a Akwemu man.
Okay.
Me fi hɔ
Proud
paa.
Akwemu.
Proud Akwemu. Akwemu man, very proud. Yɛna yɛkatwi.
That's right.
Yɛkatwi obi hu sɛ me Akwemu ni anaa
That's
me
right.
Akwapimi ni.
That's right.
Because we have
Same
the
accent.
same accent. Yeah. So from Nudu to Kota, so I finished my basic education over there. Then straight to tertiary. I did my catering school at Leo Catering and Sugar Craft Institute
Okay.
at Community Community 8.
Okay. Here in Tema.
Tema, yeah. So, yeah, from there, I have to start working. But from the infancy, it was not easy.
Okay.
I was raised by a single parent.
Wow.
Brought up by a single parent.
That's your mom or dad?
My mom and my grandmom.
Okay. So your granny's
she's passed now.
A special one.
She has been so amazing.
Phenomenal
to me.
You are bringing.
That's
right.
I know say the kind of heart na owono. And yet the nananam but a try.
Okay.
Yeah. So from there, Kota, then I started my educational training school. Finished, started doing some more work. I work for some hotels and then Papaya. I mean, I did so many.
So home service.
Yeah. So then I realized that I have to start something.
Okay.
By
On
myself,
your own.
on my own. From Asylum down. Then I moved to Tema.
Wow.
But then I was a pastor.
Okay.
So
when did your pastor? I don't want us to
yes, I know.
confuse the two. So in your quest to be a chef, in school, your future career, you wanted to be a police officer, soldier, which one?
Okay, so from my infancy, I knew I would become a pastor.
Okay, from infancy.
From infancy.
Based on your intuitions or the way you talk or when you go to church, your involvement in church activities?
Like everything.
Okay.
Everything. So
you were not a sport guy?
No.
You never went wayward?
No. My mother would tell you. So
your wife is lucky. She's the lucky one.
Everybody called me. Some call me Osofo. Some call me.
Even during your childhood days.
Yeah. Okay. Some call me Kweku Asundwe.
Okay.
Some to. I mean, everybody know the way the name they want to give me. Very calm.
Based on your relationship or behavior in society.
Yeah. I was born in Presbyterian.
Okay.
Raised up in Church of Pentecost.
Okay.
Then now I'm in Latter.
I like the combination.
And I always say that my life is a journey.
Okay.
My life is
which has always been.
So I don't know where tomorrow God will take me.
That's right.
So God is still working with. I'm still working with God. It has been so amazing. So then I was ordained.
Okay. In which year?
I was commissioned from years ago, but forgotten.
Okay.
But I was ordained.
Okay.
I think
that is after your graduation. From
after my. In fact, I was commissioned. I was a pastor before.
Okay. You did the ordination.
So after,
which is normal.
Yeah. So I got married before the ordination. Right? Yeah. I got married before the ordination. So
that's right.
Which is about 6 years. It's about 6-7 years.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is it. So I was combining ministry and work.
Okay.
During that time till now.
Okay.
That has been my life. Ministry and work. Ministry and work.
What actually pushed you into the catering side? What triggered the whole thing? Because you said you knew you wanted to be a pastor or you be a pastor one day. So what changed?
The catering is a gift. I would say as a calling too. Because I started cooking at a tender age.
Okay.
Before I went to catering school, I was cooking.
Before you went
to catering
school, you were already cooking.
Yes, I love cooking.
Who taught you how to cook?
That's why I said it's a gift.
Okay.
But when you are brought up from the village, you would definitely know how to prepare banku. You would definitely know how to, as a man, you would definitely know how to do waka.
That's right.
So at the age of 9 years, when you go out and you don't come and pound fufu, by the time you come back, Your mommy banchino wabu boss.
Yeah.
Because he knows that
I remember.
Obery banchan piece.
That's right.
Obe make sure so bo I won't mean. So
That's
when
right.
you come home, you have to do the work by yourself.
That's right.
So that was what happened.
I can relate with that.
Yeah. I remember my first soup I did. I couldn't taste it because it was bitter.
That's right.
I did some combination. And then my mother said, you see, that is our life. Yes. So from my infancy, I love cooking.
That's right.
So I developed it. So one day I was cooking for a whole family. And one of my auntie came and said that, na kweku, when I idea way you know, and I say yes. I cook catering school, and I say Debbie. And I say, go and polish it up.
That's right. So you went for professional training.
Yes.
That's how come you entered into the catering
That's right.
school.
And the auntie I lived with was a very strong Australian caterer.
Okay.
So she taught me a lot.
With a continental blend.
Everything. So I knew before I even entered the catering school. So when I went to the catering school, they were saying,
Why are you here?
Why are you here?
You're already there.
So the passion was there.
That's right.
And we were two boys among women.
That's right.
But I was very
So how many are you? How many siblings do you have?
siblings. We are 7. I'm the second born.
Wow.
Second born.
7. That's
Yeah.
amazing. And all of them are pastors or
No.
different professions.
Different professions.
You are the only pastor.
I'm only pastor.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pastor and chef.
Pastor and the chef.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Hold it there. Let me go to wifey. Mommy, how are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
I believe you are
Apostle.
fine.
By God's grace.
We thank God. So tell us about yourself. You two, how you started life, and then eventually becoming another chef in the family. It's amazing.
Okay, thank you, Apostle.
Yes, sir.
Once again, good morning. And then my greetings to everyone out there.
That's right.
Especially my spiritual parents, Pastor Alex Chemensa, and my mom, Reverend Mrs. Rosemary Chemensa. And then my boss, Danny.
That's right.
Danny's pap.
That's right.
Yes. Okay, Joanna Asare Akoto, the wife of Reverend Daniel Asare Akoto.
That's right.
I was born in Asinfosu,
Oh,
in the
okay.
central region.
Okay.
Was brought up by a single parent. That is my
So you
late
have that
dad.
in common.
Yes. That is
Single mother and grandmother.
That's right.
And then the father was enjoying himself.
Amazing.
And then your side to your mother, your father.
my father.
That's amazing.
Yes.
So that's an improper fraction.
That's right.
So my late dad, may he so rest in perfect peace. I lost my dad at the early age of 14 years. That was the very year I completed my basic education school, Caroline Stroman Preparatory School.
Okay.
And then, after I lost my dad, I have to be moved to AKUFO-ADDO in the eastern region.
Okay.
Oda
Okay.
area, yeah.
Okay.
To live with my mom.
Wow.
Actually, my mom and my dad broke up.
Wow.
So, yeah. So, I was only brought up by my dad.
So you were going into a private school and now relegated to the back, I mean, to Saito.
That's right.
Sure.
That experience will be another time. I'll be asking all those ones.
Yes.
All right, so go ahead.
So-
I know it will be very uncomfortable
Yes.
moving from a bit of city life and then going back to
Okay,
the
so-
Saito, as we call it.
Yes. So, after I lost my dad and moved to stay with my mom, things wasn't easy for me.
That's right.
So, it was like I intended to further my education. And my
That's
mom
after
was...
JHS?
That,
or-
yes, that was after
Okay.
JHS. So, my mom was like, financially, she can't support. So, I had to, there was an oil factory over there.
Okay.
I have to go and be working small, and then...
It's a part-time student.
Yes, and then get as a
and part-time work.
Yes, and then get some money saved to further my education.
That's right.
So, by God's grace, I think I stayed home for about 4 years.
Wow.
Yes.
After
the basic education.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So about 4 years, then I pursued to the
So looking at
secondary
your
school.
sorry to cut in, looking at your mate going to school and you staying at home for 4 years, trying to put pieces together and go. How was the feeling like?
It was very pathetic, but I just have to
Endure.
Yes, I just have to endure, and then all hands, as people say, all fingers are not
Not the
equal.
same.
Yes, so I just have to. So from there, I went to school at Aguna Swedru.
Okay.
That is Unique Academy,
Okay.
Senior High, and I completed in the year 2012.
Okay.
Yes. So after that too, I moved to Tema. Yes, I moved to Tema to look for a job.
Okay.
That was after SHS.
Oh, okay.
To look for a job, and then God being so good,
SHS, you did which course?
I did business.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Then we have that in common.
Sure.
Business management, economics, and then accounting, and maybe additional math.
Sure. So God being so good to me, I met a friend. I was based at Community 2, Tema.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So I had a friend.
The courage alone to move from from your village to Tema is another thing. Who engineered that, or you decided to come to Tema?
I decided.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Wow.
I decided.
That's the spirit of a hustler.
So I had this friend of mine called Alice. So she was the one that invited me to church.
Okay.
Yeah, Latter Glory, where my husband
Wow.
fellowship.
I'm now seeing the connection.
Yes. Latter Glory Faith Ministry International.
Okay.
And then by then I wasn't a fully Christian.
Okay.
Though, yeah. So through this church I joined.
Okay.
In fact, my Christian life
started
changed.
changing.
Sure.
When you were in the world, what were some of the things that you felt, okay, these are worldly, but I didn't have control over it, but I was still into it?
Okay.
Because of us answer all those ones.
Not
You answer
worry,
it.
I'm
So
fine.
You know, due to this financial
yeah,
issues,
I know you definitely, as a
Yes,
woman, you definitely get into
I
something.
engaged myself in this boyfriend.
That's right.
Stuff.
I know, which is
So,
normal.
Yeah.
Yes. So it wasn't easy. I knew it wasn't.
I personally tell people, any pastor who had never been to the world cannot be a good pastor.
That's right.
Sure.
When you go there, you understand the street language, you understand what they look for, their challenge, and how to even help them come out, especially when you have been there before.
Yeah.
There's this evangelist going about, evangelist Sronipa or something.
Yes.
He's a young man who is dread-headed, he has tattoos and all that. He said God has called him to the ghettos.
That's right.
And he won't take it off. He will just go there, and he understands their language. And for that matter, they're able to relate
That's
well
right.
with him.
That's right, yeah.
So this one of our own preaching Christ, then we'll follow him. And because of that, he's winning a lot. He moves from one city to another city. So I just wanted to chip in that to make our conversation more interesting.
Okay. So actually, it was through even a boyfriend that I came to Tema.
Wow.
Yes. So I came to live with him, and then before I met that my friend,
That's right.
she invited me to church. So far, looking at that time, I joined Latter Glory Faith Ministry.
right.
My life has really changed. Wow. And me meeting Major Prophet Alice Chemesan and then
right.
the wife, the beautiful wife. In fact, they have impacted so much
lot.
into me, and then which has brought light into me.
I like that.
So
if I allow you to preach, you preach. We'll go deep
of
into
course,
that.
yeah.
So
The anointing
from
is
there-
already.
Yeah.
The anointing is boiling.
So from there, and then through my spiritual parents,
Okay.
I was employed at their shop. Was a
Okay.
boutique shop
Wow.
as a sales girl.
Wow.
So I worked with them for.
You see the story?
Yeah.
Somebody will see you today like, I want to be like this
Yeah.
woman, but not knowing you've ever
That is
been
it. Yeah.
or once been a sales girl.
So I worked with them, I think roughly 2 years. Then I got the opportunity to travel outside.
Okay.
That is Kuwait.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
So,
That's amazing. So you live it there.
Okay.
I'll come back from Kuwait. What brought you from Kuwait? And
Goodness.
how did the connection started? Also, so you went to the catering school, you graduated, right?
I did.
And when you graduated, what did you do? You started working for yourself, or you started working for other companies or businesses or individuals?
Yeah. So as I said earlier on, you see, after school, I have to look for a job in other companies. So I work for some few companies, some hotels, some big restaurant, some personal
That's right. Home
Chef.
service and all.
personal chefs,
Okay.
and then it was awesome. Yeah, so that has been like that. And then when I was doing that, I was still doing my home, the orders and other
Okay.
stuff. So I was
Okay.
combining.
So
the
you
two.
receive orders and
Yeah.
then you do them. Okay.
So it was the three things together: the work, order, and then ministry.
Okay. So when you are doing your own, you are like taking orders,
Yeah.
then you are also working in a company or
That's
any
right.
other business.
Yeah.
All right. Then you do ministry as well.
Yeah.
So challenging times, you are a pastor and then you are a chef. How do you combine both?
See, earlier on you were saying something. You, as a pastor, you need to go to the ghetto
That's
to
right.
know, or if you have not been to the world to see what
You can
is
be a
there,
good
you
pastor.
can't be a good pastor. My spiritual father has taught us a lot. In fact, he was from the ghetto,
Okay.
so he understand ministry. He understand the way ministry supposed to go. And if you don't go down to the level of the people you are preaching to,
That's right.
they will understand you. Now, for him, you see, he says that God has not called him to preach to the rich. They will come. But his mission is to let those people down.
In fact, the real message is for the unbelievers.
Yes. So he goes out there. You see him, Newtown.
Yeah.
I mean, he goes
Those
to where the
areas.
gutter.
That's right.
Sometimes when he's going for soul winning and a follow up, amazing. You look at him and the wife follows. The whole team follows. So,
In fact, Pentecost found that Makion and the wife, Madame
Yes.
Sophia,
so
in fact, they never had their own biological children, which
Yeah.
people don't know.
yeah,
Their only focus was evangelizing
Yeah.
and then winning souls, trying as much as possible to even pray for people who are believing God for the fruit of the womb.
Yeah.
They were getting children, naming some after them, and then coming to testify about God through them, giving them a child. Yet they never had
Yeah.
biological children.
Yeah.
They had adopted ones.
Yeah.
People don't know.
So I work with them. I work under them.
In the first place, how did you receive your call? Somebody will say, "Me da hwana, me tisi nyame se me ba Daniel." My friend, my sumao.
Okay.
How was your encounter? How did yours start? How did it all start?
I told you from the infancy, but the very first day I moved to Tema, I was sleeping and it
I
was-
like these stories.
Yeah, it's very important.
A pastor will say, "I was in the farm and then I
It was-
heard a voice.
was
An
very
angel
important.
came."
So I was sleeping at that time. You can't. In fact, you can't follow Prophet Elisha without praying,
Okay.
without fasting. Prayer, soul winning, fasting, the word.
That's it.
It is something that he does not go without it. So we're fasting, praying all night. Hey, when I was sleeping in some hot place, then the heaven opened, and then I saw my friend Deru.
Okay.
And then the road sounded.
Okay, the gong.
Yes, to me. And then heaven was open, and I heard a voice.
Okay.
That was a voice of God saying, tell my people that what they are doing, hell is
Waiting for
them. But go out there and preach and tell them.
Okay.
So when I wake up, if this thing I'm saying, if my spiritual father will remember, when I wake up, the time, in fact, I quickly got up and then straight to the house. And I said, Papa, this is what I heard.
So your encounter looked like Eli and then Samuel.
Yeah. Even though I was doing ministry, I started my ministry early. But the time I saw this one was really a calling, was that open vision.
That's right.
And the voice. Then still I realized that, no, this is
That's right.
truly
God.
something God has called me.
Assigned you to do.
Yeah. And in the beginning, I wanted to do full-time ministry.
Okay.
My papa said that, my papa called me and said, hey, Daniel,
So to a lay person, when you say full-time ministry, what do you mean?
full-time ministry is somebody who is doing ministry. He doesn't do any work. He's just focusing on the church, the souls,
That's right.
the church. But I was not into it before.
Okay.
So I wanted to be in full-time ministry.
Okay.
At that time, ejuma beye denkakra. So I realized that then the passion of doing ministry has grown in my spirit to the point that I said that any time I wake up, I go follow up, preach, then tell people about God, Christ. Then my spiritual father said that, Danny, in this time that we are, ministry is good, but you need to work to support your home. And I realized that when whatever he was saying was really something that I have to sit down and think about it, because I have a family.
Take care of.
Yes, I told you I'm a second born. I have siblings. I have a mother who have to take. Send some things, some money to them. So if I say I will not work and depend only on the church,
That's right.
it will be something else.
Why shouldn't a pastor work? There's that notion that runs through life up to date. People think a pastor shouldn't work. Why is it so? And why should we believe this?
That is what I believed in earlier on. But I realized that it was
An archaic.
yes, it was something
mentality.
that we should encourage. Because I was just discussing this thing with somebody. I said that, listen, even if you go to Church of Pentecost, most of the pastors, they are working.
Most of them farmers,
If you go to Praise-Be,
business people.
in fact, my
the
family,
Catholic Church, they have administrators, they have doctors, they have all
my
this.
extended family, we have a lot of pastors, Presbyterian pastors.
That's right.
In fact, last week, one of my brother was ordained as a pastor in Presby.
That's right.
I was supposed to go back for some reason.
That's right.
My uncle is one of the oldest Reverend Owusu-Addo, Presbyterian.
The
pastor.
name rings a bell.
Very strong man. If you see him, if you look at his attitude, everything. I mean, sometimes they can say,
That's right.
cool. So I realized that, and he's a teacher.
That's right.
The son is a teacher. So you realize that all of these people work, but the church to take care of them.
That's right.
Because you cannot depend only on the church. In fact, my spiritual father, as I talk, he told you that they have a boutique.
That's right.
But they close the boutique, but he operates from the house. If you see him going to the office selling clothes, if you call him right now, he will get you a clothes.
That's right. That's a pastor.
So I cannot. So when he told me this, I said, no, what he's saying is true.
Pastor Otabel, sorry to cut it. Pastor Mensa Otabel did a conference. Not today when everybody is organizing conference. Those days, those who organize a conference are well-to-do people, people who are there intellectually, spiritually, physically. They are people who qualify to organize this conference. Today, anybody is owning a Bible college. I attended that leadership course and said, young man, you claim full-time. What is the meaning of full-time? And then people gave the same thing. Pastors who are doing nothing apart from God's work. He said, you are joking. And then he asked everybody, how long do you use to study your Bible? How long do you spend in church? After church, even counseling, how long do you spend? You take maybe a whole day, which when we did the calculation, it would even add up to maybe 10 hours or 12 hours. How, can you spend 12 hours in church?
No. It's impossible.
It's abnormal. It is only my generation where a pastor will say, "Me, I'm having 4 services on a row. And the same pastor is preaching the same message." That is a deficiency in itself. But come to the main point. He said, okay, take 12. The rest of the 12, what do you do with it?
That's right.
You claim you are doing full time. What do you do with it? If you are praying 4 hours, and which is not even doable, some won't do 4 hours. Some pastors don't even pray as we speak. They only come to church and pray, and you see them to be powerful in their private or private time or closet. Most people don't pray. But admitting without, accepting the fact that yes, some pray and some don't pray. So let's admit that the pastor will pray maybe 3 hours, 4 hours, preach or go to church 4 hours. The rest of the 4 hours maybe counseling, no problem. The rest of the 12 hours in a day, what do you use it for? It means we are just disturbing ourselves and lying to ourselves that Nyamia frem osema menyehwe. And I laugh over those statements. And you hear young guys, Nyamia frem in school biem. Osema J school at the Nyamia frem in osema school. God will not tell you to stop schooling. It is high time people get hold of this truth by going to the right people. You see, you've acknowledged your spiritual fathers, spiritual father and mother here.
That's right.
Because when you had the call, they were there to direct your course.
That's right.
This generation don't want to be directed.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, the moment they have the call, I'll stop schooling.
In fact,
so I just wanted to chip
in
that.
fact, he is working.
So a pastor must work.
Yes, he is working. Now, I would say if your congregation is much and you would think that you want to, as a head pastor, you want to restrain yourself and then take oversight. In fact, he takes oversight, but he's still working.
That's right.
But I'm sure in future it will get to a point that you have to sit back and then see.
Also,
But
for
then
that also is work.
no, it's work.
In itself, indirectly, it's work.
It's
Administration.
work. Yes.
So you are working.
Yeah, it's
Some
work.
pastors don't do administrative
Yes.
work. I am
Yes.
talking about a typical Ghanaian pastor,
That's
as
right.
we know.
Yeah.
Or preachy we bomba ye the counselor.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
that's all.
And you
But when administration comes in, like you rightly said,
Yeah.
then it means you are working.
That's right.
Because you are the administrator.
That's right.
Making sure that monies went here, monies has been accounted for, the church is growing, people are paying their tithe. You are looking into all these things and come up with a budget. So at the end of the day, it's work.
Yeah.
And so out of what we started small
That's right.
or later, we will have a lot of work to do.
That's right.
But if it's not so, then you must go and find yourself a job or work to do.
That's right. So
Paul was a tent maker.
That's right.
He wrote 1/3 of the New Testament. He was a tent maker. Even in his prime, he was still a tent maker.
yeah.
When Jesus left, people have forgotten that the disciples went back fishing. So
Means
check,
that they went back to
man
their
must shop. Yes. Man must shop.
Yeah.
Because Komaba.
Yeah. But you see, the wife is so amazing.
That's right.
The administration of the church, I tell you, they don't sleep. Now, we're talking about combining ministry
That's
and work
right.
together. You see, he has come to understand if you work without prayer, is not balanced.
There should be a balance.
You have to balance ministry and work.
That's right.
My church, in fact, from Tuesday to Sunday, we pray. All the pastors pray every morning from 4:30 to 5, sometimes 5:30.
Okay.
Now, he realized that if you do ministry without prayer, it's not going to work. If you work without prayer, it's not going to work.
Certainly.
So if you don't love prayer, you can't follow him. So you have to pray, but you have to work. You have to do follow-up, check your members, join together. And some of us, the kind of work we do, it is very challenging, very tough, very challenging. Because we go to work in the morning, we come back home in the evening. So you have to split yourself to do both.
Time management.
Yes. And I am blessed because without my wife coming to me,
I like the connection.
I tell you, I always say that
It's true.
baby, I say if someone worry about where
Kasamama.
like I mean because that's been a supportive,
That's right.
very strong supportive.
She's the brain behind the whole
Yes.
agenda.
When we are going for meeting, in fact,
Yeah.
she's in the choir.
That's right.
She's part of the choir. So if I go to meeting, when I come back, she's going.
That's right.
So I have to take.
So the chef system, even at home.
It runs.
That's right.
Yeah. So the journey between ministry and work very challenging.
So what are some of the challenges in ministry before we focus on business?
You see, Apostle,
Yes, sir.
doing ministry is a whole lot.
That's right.
You are leading people. I remember Moses said something. He said that he need strength to leave the great people of God. It means that the people he was leading, they were very tough, very, let me use this word, very stubborn,
In fact, stiff-necked.
very. Some leaders can sit somewhere and then talk about you. But you see, when it's your calling and it's your something that God has called you to do, you do it without any problem. So ministry with challenges. Sika kaun.
That's right.
Yeah. And then without money, you can't do it.
When you take God out, money next.
Because in my church, any money that comes to the church, Apostle, it goes back to the people. Sometimes some of us will sit down and we ask ourselves, Papa, now, how is it? I am the head pastor. This is what we should do for them. So the money comes, it goes back. In fact, we have people from Teshi, Newtown, Ashaman. We pay transport. A child
Just for them to come to church.
A child will come to church. A bus square point or the school fees problem about. If you go to their homes, you realize that
Life is tough. Which most pastors have overlooked.
Yeah. But you see, my senior pastor, my spiritual father, he's a
different.
Sometimes we sit down and say, no. But I realize that she has been.
The passion is there.
The passion of my papa, I tell you.
For souls. I like that.
From Monday to Sunday, Monday to Sunday, the wife goes, she follows.
Papa, God bless you. I mean, your people are on radio.
I tell you.
Testifying about you, appreciating you means You're a great man. Keep it up. God bless you. And so, have you been tempted beyond your strength before as a pastor? We talked about money, pastors, money, women, pride. Where do you fall?
I don't remember, because one thing I have taught myself, discipline.
That's right. Already they were calling you pastor when you were young.
So you should know where I'm coming from. Discipline.
Suffer.
Women cannot tempt me. Money cannot tempt me.
So you believe in this assertion, I believe in this assertion, that if you want to fall, you fall.
If you want to fall, it's your own desire.
I have a challenge when a pastor says, the lady caused me to fall.
No.
What were you doing?
In
before
fact,
you fell?
tell my wife. My wife will tell you. When we got married, my wife traveled, and then 1 year she was supposed to go and stay there for 2 years and then come back. So after 1 year, I said, "Hey, madam, come back.
I don't want trouble.
I don't want trouble." In fact, no woman can tempt me, because my wife can leave me for so many years, and she trusts me.
That's right.
I tell you, she can leave me for so many years without any problem, because from my infancy I have trained myself. So if you fall and says that Oba and Nama a year, then it's your own desire.
It's your own
It's
desire.
your last.
I like that.
It is not the woman. It is your own desire.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
So for me, I have not. In fact, discipline has been my one of the ultimate.
That's right. That's right. So your eyes are single.
Yeah.
You don't see any other woman
Any other woman.
apart from the queen.
As
here.
you know,
Queen Joanne.
yesterday.
What's the pet name you use for her?
Anne.
Anne. Wow. That's beautiful.
It's Joanna. So I
Yeah.
use Anne.
That's right.
Yeah.
Wow. 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 So, coming into ministry with all the experience you have gained, what would be your advice to pastors of today and the younger generation?
Apostle,
Yes, sir.
every son need a father,
Okay. That's right.
and every father have to direct
I believe in apprenticeship.
and command. Now, if you refuse to submit under your father or to listen to the voice of your father, you'll be like the prodigal son.
Become wasteful.
So I would say to the younger generations that submission is very important in ministry. Now, in fact, in my life, there are 4 things. But with ministry, submission is 1. Patience is 1. We shouldn't rush in ministry. Stay under where you are supposed to be. If God says that, go out, God himself will tell you. But this time, most of the pastors who comes is because of money. So when they come and there's no money, they are frustrated. But when you walk with God, he teaches you and he directs your affairs. And you have to remain under a covering for God to lift you up. That is what I can say.
All right. So, mommy, you traveled, and when you came back, what happened? What happened there? How did the connection start?
Okay, when I joined, thank you, Apostle.
That's right.
When I joined Latter Glory, as I said earlier on, I was working with my spiritual parents, Ayittey Mensah, and then through them I had the opportunity to travel. It was a connection. Actually, it was a connection from a friend.
Okay.
Yes, from the senior high school. So we went with our intention to go out there to look for a job.
That's right.
But this is where we found ourselves as a domestic workers.
Okay.
Yes, so we traveled through agents. Yes. So when we got there, we found ourselves as a domestic workers, and then we didn't have any option than to. So I was working with a whole family as a cook.
Wow.
As a cook.
Wow.
Although I didn't have any
Professional.
yeah. But
You did the job.
Yes.
It was good.
It was,
Yeah.
and it was good too.
That's right.
So, in fact, when I started cooking, nobody taught me
How to cook.
anything about their food.
Okay.
So I normally go on net and then
check the
study.
menu.
Yes. Study and then check their menus, how to prepare and all that. So I studied myself. And then I remember the very first time I gave them a meal.
Okay.
The woman was like, "Wow, Joan, like, who taught you all this?" And they knows I'm a Ghanaian.
That's
And
right.
I didn't have any knowledge about this Arabian foods. So I explained to her, this is what I did. And in fact, the family all were
Happy.
very happy with me. And then I lived with them for so long with a happy, family. They are
That's right.
really good. Yeah, for I think 3 years. Before I left, I was on the church platform.
Okay.
So I think 3 years I had to send my tithes.
Okay.
So I was there, thinking who to send my
The
money,
tithes, yeah.
yes, through. And then all of a sudden, my husband's name, I knew he was a pastor.
Then Pastor Dan.
That's right.
Yes, Pastor Dan. In fact, before I even traveled, he was
Okay.
a pastor. And
Okay.
I didn't have any relationship
Yeah.
Okay.
with him.
You had never spoken.
Yes,
It's high,
even
high.
never, yes.
That's right.
Even sometimes the high.
That's right.
Because I'm a shy person, so let me
yeah.
put it this way. Sometimes when I meet him, I try to even
sneak.
dodge, yes. So he came into my mind, and at the very point
So
I was
somebody
like,
you have
hey,
never
somebody
spoken
I've
to.
never
Yeah.
spoken to and all that. How could this be?
Mm.
So I just, go ahead to send the money through
That's
him.
right.
So when he received the money,
Mm.
that was, I've forgotten the very day, but so that was the time, the communication started.
Wow.
And then he was like, "Hey, Juan, you've grown, oh."
Mm.
So
He was admiring
yes,
you from afar. He was trying to play smart.
So our conversation and everything in the relationship started right from there.
That's right.
Yes.
Okay. So that was how come you came down?
Yes.
Because of this fine gentleman.
Sure.
Amazing. All right, it might be 20 minutes on top of the hour, 10 a.m. GMT in the studios of Papalo Radio. We're streaming live on www.modernghana.com, onlineradiobox.com. I have in the studios with me Reverend Daniel Asare Akoto and Mrs. Joanna Asare Akoto. They are the CEOs of Danny Joan's Shepherd Foods Enterprise. So let's come to Danny Joan's Shepherd Food, which I am one of your regular customers. I've been enjoying your meals
I know.
for some time now, and I thought it wise that no, we have to come here and advertise what is good.
Yeah.
And so, how did the whole idea come? The two of you, as chefs or cooks or caterers, any word you want to use. So today we take advantage and explain to us who is a cook, who is a caterer, and who is a chef. And how did you guys come up with the idea, the name Danny Joan's Shepherd Foods?
Okay.
Let's start.
So you know I'm into the food already.
That's
So
right.
my wife, when I met her, you know, she didn't know anything about food.
That's right.
She has an idea. She loves cooking.
She rightly said it when
Yeah,
she was.
she can
into it.
create.
Yeah.
So when we met, I think the name Danny Juan. No, in fact, it was Shepherd Foods.
That's right.
But for some reason, we just have to use
The Danny Joan.
the Danny Juan.
The Dan and Joan.
Yeah, to it. That is Dan is my name and
That's
then
right.
Juan is her name. So this name was given to me long time. So I wrote it down
Wow.
for so many years. So just forgotten. So one day I was just flipping. I wrote two names. Cluster Catering, and then Shepherd Food
Wow.
Enterprise. So,
Is there any motive behind these names?
okay. The Shepherd Food, you know, I am a pastor, and then I am a shepherd.
Once I hear the name, I can relate and how it resonates with the people the moment you are
Yeah.
pastor shepherd.
Yeah.
And so
So, Bible said that the Lord is our shepherd, and
I shall not want.
I shall not want.
He lead
and
me beside the
correct.
still waters.
So you realize that every good shepherd lead his sheep,
Or flock.
flock, into a greener pasture or a good way
That's right.
without any fear. And then Bible said that when Jesus fled to the other side, he had compassion on the people.
That's right.
So he healed them and then fed them. Now he gave them good food. He healed them and then gave them good food.
So Jesus was a chef.
He was a chef.
That's a good revelation.
So
So you can't be a good shepherd and not be a chef. You need to feed the people.
you need to feed the
Sometimes
people.
people come to you for counseling, and the story is not about prayer.
It's not about prayer.
It's about I'm hungry, also give me food
Give
to
me
eat.
food to eat. And you know, the word we preach to them is a food.
That's right.
If you are good
That's a
chef-
spiritual aspect.
Yes, that's a spiritual aspect. If you are a chef, if you are a pastor, you need to give your sheep good food so that they will not go.
You nourish them well.
Yeah. So when it comes to shepherd foods, we see we give you good food
Okay.
attached to good health.
Wow.
Because I've realized that most of the time people cook, but what they add to their content or they add to their dishes food is not good for our system. So I believe in good food.
That's right.
So in our kitchen, it is about good health. That's why we say, Danny Joan Shepherd Food, your health is our concern.
Your health is our concern. That's amazing.
So anybody that comes to Danny Joan's, they know what they are coming for. And they are not worried at all.
So let's look at you as a chef. Who is a chef?
A chef is someone who cook, who has skilled.
Okay.
My wife is I love, you know, she's
See, what the men can do, women can do
I
it
tell
better.
you.
I suspect.
tell you. So she always teaches me
Yeah.
how to do things. And
That's right.
I learn.
That's right.
Yeah, of course I do.
That's right.
Wow.
And she's a preparatory
Yeah,
person.
you know, you need to learn.
Preparatory school.
Yeah,
You need to learn.
So-
A skilled cook.
a skilled.
Somebody who can cook
Trained.
every meal.
Yeah,
A skilled,
yeah.
trained.
Have the strength to
That's
cook.
right. So you heard about the Nigerian lady?
I saw.
Yeah,
it.
Batsy also.
She
Yeah.
did well. I
That's
tell you,
right.
she
Wow.
did very well.
Cooking for a lot of people.
A lady to stand on her feet to cook
It's not easy.
on that waist. I tell you. See, my wife here. Oh, sometimes she fights me. I said that. She said that, baby.
I'll come to that. where you guys will disagree about the meals and the mixture of what you want to prepare. No, add more, take some out, reduce it. You say, no, I'll add this to it and all that. Mommy, working with your husband, is it pleasant? Is it good? Is he enjoying?
That's
okay, so me, the experience so far I've had with him is so interesting.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Because I love cooking with him.
That's right. That's beautiful.
But I'm tough.
Why? You are taking everything from her mouth. Allow her to. Maybe know where she's going, so you want to.
Polish it, so I will just say it.
You allow her.
Okay, my husband being tough.
That's right.
Is normal.
That's right.
Maybe I may say that because he's
you have
ahead
the
of me.
tenacity to handle.
Yes, he's ahead of me, and then him being chef, that is his profession.
That's right.
Yes, so he knows much than me.
Professionally.
Yes, professionally.
But
So
if you
sometimes,
are
yes. So sometimes, sometimes I plan to, prepare a meal, and then he'll be like, "Makasefa way before." Then me too, I'll be like,
"No, I have to wait."
Yes. So, but all the same.
At the end of the day, you
so
come to a conclusion.
Yes, please.
Wow. So, what are some of the challenges as a cook, as a chef, as a caterer? Are you a caterer as well? Because I know caterers are into cake and is it pastries or
it's the whole thing.
It's a whole thing. Okay.
Actually,
then Ghanaians don't get it. So explain to us who is a cook, who is a caterer, who is a chef.
Well, they always say women are the caterers.
Okay.
They always say the women are
and
the
the
caterers,
men are the cooks.
But you grow to become a chef.
Okay.
So we have women
from being a cook or a caterer to chef.
So we have women who are.
So a chef should be able to prepare every meal.
Very good.
Including continental, Asian dishes.
Yes. So if you call yourself a chef, you should be able to do different things.
Then we throw this word around.
I
think the caterer is the general name for.
It's a general. That's what I'm saying. Most of the women.
And then chef.
Okay.
Yeah.
So under it.
Okay, you have the cook.
You find the chef and then the cook.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So I did cooking, baking.
Okay.
I did decorations.
Wow.
In fact, I did wedding cake, whatever it is, I do it.
Wow.
But for now,
your focus is
on cooking.
That's right.
That is the rich one.
Which is normal. I mean, you choose what you actually want.
Yes,
to
but
do.
when the order comes, I still
can't take it.
I do pastries, very good pastries.
Wow.
Very wonderful pastries.
So what are some of your menus? I can see some of your menus here. I can see banku and tilapia, grilled chicken, jollof rice and chicken. And I've been tasting all these meals. I mean, I've always been tasting this assorted jollof, fried rice, spring rolls, samosa, yam chips with pork, kebab, grilled chicken, or fish, octopus, shrimps, fried rice or jollof, banku and okra and the salad and all that. You do all these.
In fact, also my shepherd food kitchen, we don't have
contains everything.
A limited menu.
Okay.
When you enter our kitchen, whatever you want, you get it.
Wow.
We may have chicken, but what we can use chicken to prepare is a whole lot.
Wow.
So I was not shocked. I was okay with the Nigerian chef who was able to cook many, because you should be able to use fresh fish to cook different type of
meals.
Okay. So when you come to shepherd food,
you have everything.
Everything. In fact, whatever you want, you can tell us. We'll sit you down. We'll talk about it.
I like your human relation, how customers come and you take time to explain. I have this, and you rattle it like you are rapping.
They told me that let's see.
We can do it nice. In fact, when I brought my foreigners around, I mean, always, where I stand, I'm connected, globally. So I have these people come down, especially the foreigners I've been bringing around. They always ask of you, and I like the way he talks to people. I mean, if you don't even have the appetite, you will whet the
Of course.
appetite to, I mean,
In fact,
enjoy it. So.
they always
Yeah.
say that and now communication.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
sales,
That's right.
Sales,
That's right. Manager, marketing.
marketing.
Yeah.
Because this field should be part of me
That's right.
as a chef. Because sometimes
Like going to the drugstore.
Yeah. My wife tells me, babe,
That's right.
because she knows that
Yeah, you
I
know
have a
how
way
to
out. I know
convince
how to
them.
do
If
them.
I go into the pharmacy, sometimes you want to buy a cheap drug, and the pharmacist will bring about 3 drugs and say, this one is good, but this one is more of, I mean, good quality or high quality, very effective than this one. In fact, when you talk to them behind closed doors, they will tell you they all do the same job, but it's marketing.
It's
They need to make money out of what they have in stock.
Yeah.
So,
So-
I agree.
Yeah. So people comes there and then they want to see. I have the menu all right.
That's right.
They want to see the menu. I said I'm the menu myself.
That's right. I
Because
like that part.
I can stand here
And tell you everything.
and tell you everything. In fact, what we don't have on the menu, I will tell you because
Is it not dishonesty?
no,
Okay.
because that's why I will not give you the menu.
Okay.
I
So
have
that quickly you can go and prepare. If I
because
get
I have it there.
Okay.
Somebody will come there and you give him the menu. I say, okay, you don't have pizza. You don't have this. I said that. Listen, you want pizza?
I'll get it.
You will get it for you. You want shawarma? We'll get it for you. If I can't do shawarma, I will tell you I can do. I don't do shawarma. If you want fufu, you place your order. I'll tell you. But this time, come and take your fufu.
Okay.
So people call to order.
Oh, okay.
And sometimes when they call, we give them time to come for it. Yesterday, somebody came there and he wanted
That's right.
something for the they have a funeral, and so they wanted food. So I brought different packs before the person. I said that, okay, we have this, as you said. So you choose, then we'll talk about it. And I told him, have you tried this? I said, no. Have you tried our jollof? I said, no. Fried rice. I said, listen, try the jollof. Powerful. Very good. You will enjoy it. It's okay. The next time when I come, I will come and taste it. We have octopus, we have shrimps, fried rice, jollof. In fact, all these food are there because this mind,
Why are you not specializing in one?
this mind contains a lot.
So there's no need to specialize in. Somebody will say, I prepare only fufu, I prepare only.
No. We do local food, we do continental, we do in fact everything. In fact,
Including what I'm thinking.
yeah. So
All right, so I'm still having chatting with this great family, Reverend Daniel Asare, and then Madam or Mrs. Joanna Asare Akoto. We're enjoying our convo, so let's get interactive. Send your comments, your views, your questions, and all that. We have about 10 minutes more to go, but 35 minutes on top of the hour, 10 a.m. GMT in the studios of Papalo Radio. We stream it live on www.modingana.com, online radiobox.com. Isn't it interesting? Which amongst the meals is so difficult to prepare? Be honest. Anyway, last 2 days I tasted a papransa. You prepare papransa as well. You know papransa?
that one is by order.
Okay, by order.
By
Okay,
order.
Okay, but the rest, all the menus I aforementioned, they are all
Available,
ready.
yeah.
That's right. Okay,
Our place and Kasano a grilled
that's right.
home.
That's right.
I would say it's a grilled home because most of the time I do fry. I do fried, but most of the time I realize that grilling is more
Nutritious and
yes,
healthy.
for consumption.
So you leave more of the nutrients in there,
Yeah.
so that you don't lose all.
Yeah. So I prefer doing the grill. That's why I'm at home. I said that our kitchen separate food is a place of.
So let me go to wifey. Which amongst the meals is so difficult to prepare? Also, was trying to beat around it. So which one is difficult? I remember, let me share this one, laughable story. The first time I prepared jollof, I thought I don't have to pour water into it. So I prepared the stew and then put the rice, mix it, and then covered it and put it there. It was about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Everywhere, the smell, I mean, then what's burning? What's burning? Something is burning. And then we rushed there. The whole thing was turned into, smoke. Everything burnt. And my mother was like, what happened? What is that how to? I said, no. Right. I thought jollof, you don't have to add water because you take the taste away. You know, so I decided to just mess it and then put it on fire. He said, if that is how it is prepared, will you have eaten it? That is not the way to go. So sometimes, yes, you have the ingredients and all that, but the preparation is also another thing. Men, in general, quote and unquote, most men don't like cooking. And so you as a woman, preparing a meal, which one of them has been very tedious for you as a woman?
Okay, to me, I may say, because I have passion for whatever I'm doing.
None is difficult.
And then I have a great chef. Yes. Beside me. We don't have any difficulties.
Wow. Somebody told me that preparing your love sometimes baby me or say buani diweni or so gugu so sankanum and all that.
That is where the chef, the name or the title chef comes in. Yes. You know, chefs are
they can cook anything.
And then trained people.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. So you can chef a human body.
That's right.
Human being.
You see, amazing. Jollof, Nkofo can't say jollof. Difficult to cook jollof.
That's right.
That's what they are saying. But I believe that my wife, in fact, I do the base. We do the base.
Okay.
But she cooks the jollof.
Okay.
And amazing. She knows what is a measurement. You know, something that you do most often. So you know what you are doing. So cooking jollof and then have not cooked, you have a problem we have not experienced. In fact, for when we cook even in the large quantity, we don't face it.
Okay.
Because we know what we're doing.
That's right.
We are specialized in whatever we do. Wow. And we sometimes received
orders.
No, for orders, of course, it comes, but somebody will come and tell you this. Doesn't taste this.
Okay.
This one doesn't taste this.
Okay.
This one.
That's one of the things I wanted to ask. The challenges you face with customers. Let me go to Mommy. What are some of the comments you receive from customers, and which one breaks you down, especially when you know you've really prepared the meal and somebody comes? I always, on a lighter note, says that most people will say that's right. One interesting thing. They don't know how to cook, but they know which food is sweet or palatable and which one is not. What are some of the comments you receive, the challenges, especially people who are troublesome? How do you handle some of these things?
Okay, thank you, Apostle. It's a bit challenging.
That's right.
Anyway, Obi can say customers sometimes.
That's right.
And every good caterer knows what he or she is about.
Okay.
Like our restaurant like this, the way we prepare our jollof, it's a genuine thing.
Okay.
We don't discriminate like we are doing it for only vegetarian or
pepper free and all that. Okay.
It's a genuine thing that even a vegetarian can take.
Okay.
So I remember sometime a customer came to eat jollof and then the person was like, "Yamfa chicken stock amia." So
that's right.
My husband and I, took it cool and we explained to them. because that is our food.
That's
and
right.
then you being a cook or a chef, or let me put it, a caterer.
Has it
You
gone
must-
beyond that limit where you exchange?
Yes, sometimes when
You
they
exchange
come,
verbal attacks.
some people even order, maybe I want 3 packs of jollof.
Okay.
And then later they will say, oh, I said 2 or something like that.
Wow.
And then sometimes you may serve someone and I say with a salad, you know, and can also offer chicken.
Yes, a cook teaching another cook.
Yes. So
Yet
sometimes they
to
try
buy from
to, you know, they try to tell us what they want. And sometimes we do according to what they want because we are there for them. We are there for them. Sometimes every cook
It's
must,
challenging.
you know, have a heart
Patience.
to accommodate
Everything.
everyone. Yes.
You have to stomach a lot,
Sure.
I suppose.
So it's so easy for us. We don't see it as a challenge.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. I like the fact that you're able to surmount almost every mountain that comes your way.
I remember, you know, Apostle.
Briefly, because we have 5 minutes,
yeah.
we'll make time and then
Apostle doesn't
continue
like,
from where
if
we will be.
he likes tilapia. So this is something that I'm
That's
telling
right.
you. He wants his tilapia to be dry.
Yeah, me, I
Very
like
dry,
it that way. I
yeah.
don't like the watery type.
So the first day I did tilapia for Apostle, she enjoyed it. The next day he came and said, "So for the tilapia now here too dry." And I said, "Oh, that's so." Okay, next time.
Okay.
You see, we are human beings. Sometimes we can make mistakes.
Sure.
But when we make mistakes, we should be able to.
So have you made a mistake in the kitchen where you wanted to put a bit of salt and some way, somehow you missed it, adding more salt, sometimes more pepper, it was so peppery and all that. Somebody said I should ask you anyway, a quick one.
It's
that we say more pepper is salty, more pepper is peppery, and then more salt is salty.
Yes.
Onion will be what?
It's too
Onion.
pepperish or something like that.
So will it be onionry or onion?
Yeah.
More onion will be what?
Oh, please, we don't have any more onion in.
Okay.
We don't have more onion in.
Wow.
So yeah, it's of course.
That's right.
sometimes you cook, you make mistake. Yesterday, somebody want and
So more salt. What
the-
do? You throw it away or you have to miss?
yesterday, a white man came to order spaghetti,
Okay.
chicken spaghetti. The first time he came, I did the spaghetti for them.
That's right.
So they enjoyed it. Yesterday, they enjoyed the spaghetti, but there was a little more pepper. There was more pepper in it. So
Okay.
they realized that he was.
And you know these white people, they don't
Yeah.
like pepper crab.
So once he came, she was just she needed tissue. So my wife asked, "Oh, are you okay?
There's no
Is the
salt,
pepper?
let's run
Is the
it.
pepper?
Running.
Is the pepper okay?"
The nose was
She said,
running.
The pepper was too much, a little bit, and she quickly have said, "We are sorry for next time."
That's right. We'll make sure we reduce the
So
pepper.
mistakes comes.
That's right.
Little mistakes. It's happening in the kitchen.
So tell us, do you take orders, party, weddings,
Yes.
engagement?
Yes.
And where are you located?
Okay.
Me, I know, it's my home. I
Yeah,
mean, from
yeah.
here, once I'm hungry,
You have
I just
to.
walk in
Yes,
there.
I know.
Apostle,
So,
please,
That's
sorry
right.
to
Yeah, go ahead.
chip in this. With all the challenges issue you are asking, when I got married to my husband, he came out with 4 words, which we are moving by:
Wow.
perseverance,
You
consistency.
see, maybe he had even forgotten.
So
Women don't forget.
that's right.
I'm told the day you kiss them, they write.
Because I
The
shared
day
with-
you hug them, they write.
Yeah.
The day you hurt them, they write.
And
The women are listening. They know what I'm
the
talking
day they
about.
cry, they remember.
Including what you are
Yeah.
thinking. They write everything, including what you are thinking. So
Patience and all that. So
that's right.
as you go by these
Principles.
4 qualities, we are able to overcome all the setbacks,
That's a secret.
learn our mistakes, and then ultimately.
And I like the fact that
achieve-
you always think you are not always right.
No.
Yes.
Because somebody will say, "Oh, if you are in a net
Sure.
like they say, "Nye de bia no ba sanwe aduane bɛyɛ dɛ." So sometimes you can miss it. I like that.
And then ultimately to achieve our desired outcomes.
That's right. That's true.
Yes.
That's
So
the-
we believe
Yeah.
in that.
So Shepherd Food is a home of food,
That's
good
right.
and healthy food.
That's right.
Your health is our
I'm a living witness. So.
Yeah. So we take orders. Funeral, wedding, any occasion, buffet, takeaway. You can call in and then we'll do home service.
Service, okay.
We do local soups.
Okay.
For the house, for the family.
Okay.
If you want it in a large quantity, we do for you.
Wow.
We do orders, anything, any food, any quantity you want.
What time do you wake up?
So we start.
What time do you guys wake up? Because you guys are amazing.
So we, you see, she mentioned 4 words: determination, perseverance,
Order.
consistency, and then patience.
Yeah.
Now, these things has been with us for so long, so we don't have off day.
Wow. But
Also,
stress can kill.
we don't. Yes, I know. We don't have off days. The only time you break is after Christmas, after New Year.
Okay.
After New Year, we break
Yeah.
for at least about 3 days or 4 days.
And then work begins.
Where it begins.
So what time do you wake up? You have still not answered my question.
For me, because
because of
because we
the
pray.
number of the menu you have.
Yeah.
I mean, even preparing octopus or shrimps and all that, it's not easy, the preparation alone.
Yeah. So
I'm looking at the time you wake up, and I know when you leave a site or
Yeah,
your
the
base.
shop, yeah.
I mean, it's not easy.
So me personally, I wake up around 4:30
That's amazing.
because we pray. Pastors pray online
Yeah.
from Tuesday to Sunday.
Okay.
So I wake up around 4:30. We pray for 1.5 hours. Then we start the day. We put our things together. Then we go to, if we have to go to market, we do that.
Okay.
If we have to go straight to workplace, we do that.
So preparation is done overnight or at dawn.
In the morning, at dawn,
Okay.
morning.
So you have
we start
your
work,
pepper grinded already. You have all
Everything.
this together.
everything.
Okay. So when is fufu or food? Any? Did I say fufu? No. Maybe today I'll eat fufu. When is food ready?
Yeah, food gets ready around 11.
Okay. Latest 11.
Latest 11.
All the foods.
All the foods.
Okay.
And we have a big place. We have a place. We are located.
So locators.
So we are located at
Okay. Danny John Shepherd Foods Enterprise. We are based in Tema
That's right.
at Danny's Pub.
Community
Community 3
3
and 2
PVO
PVO being runabout.
Directly
Just opposite Puma
Yeah.
filling station.
That's right. That's right. I can even give the direction
yeah,
better.
inside Danny's Pub.
Yes.
Inside Danny's
In
pub.
fact,
Yes.
that
But
place.
once you enter, straightforward, that's
yeah, that
Shepherd's
place.
Foods.
In fact, when you come, you sit down.
Everything.
Everything is.
It's a
Amazing.
place to be. It's,
Am-
it's
amazing.
heaven on earth.
Amazing.
You know, I wouldn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Once I tell you I go to this place, it means it's a very secluded and special place.
Yes.
If you need privacy to you have your privacy where you want to sit and take your drink and all that. If you want to have birthday parties and
Yes.
all that, is the place to be.
That's
And
a
you
cold
don't
room.
have to go for any chef.
Yeah, that's a cold
Shepherd's,
room.
Danny's pub inside where Shepherd's Foods are located. I think is in order.
Yeah. So there's a cold room. In fact,
That's
all
right.
the beverages you need.
Fufu, special
Yeah,
fufu.
There's a special fufu too over there.
That's
We
right.
have cubicles too.
Yeah.
That's
If
right.
you want.
Very
That's
quiet,
right.
very quiet place. The place is.
I see a
very-
lot of people take selfies, videos.
Yeah.
I mean, just to post and
Yeah.
prove to their friends that hey, I'm going high tech, and so I'm happy. I'm happy you guys came.
Yeah.
And your final words?
The American is
No, put your social media handles if you have any social media handles, and then you put your number, or maybe Facebook, this Twitter, Instagram, and all that.
Okay.
Yeah, so that people can follow you up. You know, now we are in a social media world. Yes. So you can put it across. If you don't have,
Okay, I
you
think.
can.
In fact, she is the administrator, and then the secretary, and then the assistant chef.
So the
So-
money is with her.
Yeah,
I'm
so
interested. Who keeps
should I-
the money?
In fact,
Who
she
keeps the
money.
She keeps the money.
My mind is full of
No, who keeps the money?
She.
And who distributes the money? And who takes the larger
I give
one?
a command.
No, you have no answer, my boy. Some always want to. Who controls the money?
I control the money.
Who does the distribution?
She does.
She does the distribution. Who takes more of the money?
I think I.
Okay.
I.
To take care of all.
Of course.
All right. So you can put the numbers on social media handles.
Okay, this is Danny Joan Shepherd's Food, located in Tema, Danny's Pub, PV or being runabout opposite Puma Filling Station. You can please contact us on 024 51 666 35.
Repeat that again.
024 51 666 35.
It's a place to be, honestly.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys for coming, and I hope and believe that out of this interview you have more customers. In fact, the whole world is watching. We are Modern Ghana online radio box, and then we have social media handles.
And then Apostle, we are on some of the food apps like
Glovo, yes.
Haptel.
I was about touching on that. Glovo, and then
please. And then Haptel. I think
Haptel.
Haptel we've hold on
all
for
right.
now.
So we'll go for Glovo.
Yes,
Glovo.
please.
So Shepherd's Foods, right?
Yes,
Or
please.
Danny Joan's.
It's Shepherd Foods.
Shepherd's Foods.
Then it's Shepherd Foods.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Shepherd's Foods.
We have, in fact, on Glovo we have 2 stores.
Okay.
The Danny Joan's Shepherd Foods.
Okay. That's
and
right.
then the Shepherd Foods itself.
Great,
Yes.
great. So everybody, I am taking this privilege. We don't advertise for fake and fraudulent stuffs or things that does not exist or realities. We speak realities. We advertise realities. I can tell you, Shepherd's Foods or Danny Joan's Shepherd's Foods is the place to be. Go for your food and everything. The contact, if you take the contact again, we'll be glad.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
024
51 666 35.
All right. So we'll call you and then we'll get in touch, right?
Yeah.
Everybody will be served.
Yeah.
You don't do discrimination.
No.
Whether you are black or white or rich or poor.
And we do delivery too.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. So Danny Joan's Shepherd's Foods were in the studio. In fact, the whole emissaries, the whole company is in the studios of Papa Law Radio. To have Reverend Daniel Asare, the CEO, and then the wife, Mrs. Joanna Asare Akoto. She's also the CEO.
Yeah.
This is where the dichotomy is. But at the end of the day, they are working together as a united force, as a family. This is family business. I mean, working together as a husband and wife is not easy. And I'm happy you guys are, gelling well. You roll very well, honestly. My first impression about you was he's a sweet husband. And this is a sweet wife as well. So thank you for coming. We are so grateful. God willing, we'll meet on the flip side.
I want to say some hello.
Come again.
I want to say
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'll give you that time to do that. But we have to appreciate you for coming.
Yeah.
It's not easy to have you this morning here. You have a lot of, engagement, but you are here.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you should have been at the workplace. But I'm happy you guys came. We appreciate you. Any shout out?
So I want to say hello to my spiritual father and my mom.
The way you guys love this man, I'm getting
Prophet
jealous.
Alex. Prophet
It means
Alex.
he's doing a
I tell you,
good job.
In fact, he's the pillar of
That's
our
right.
life.
That's right.
You will
Like
see him.
that.
You will come.
Wow.
We'll come and visit you.
Sure.
So Prophet Alex Chemensa and Prophetess Rosemary Chemensa. Mommy, Nyame Shram, Papa, God bless you so much for the good works, your encouragement, and your support has been amazing. And then I want to say hello to our boss, Mr. Danny,
That's right.
CEO of Danny Spa, Nyame Shram,
That's right.
for accommodating us at your place. Nyame Shram, pa anya okese. And then to our core team, our workers, powerful. Nyame Shram mo nyina, Deborah, Nyame Shram mo nyina, Obia, and Obia support Danny Joan Shepherd Food. Nyame Shram. Customers in Obia. And then God bless my wife.
That's right. So, wifey, Any shout out?
Okay, I'll say hello to my spiritual parents, Major Prophet Alice Chemensa, and then Reverend Mrs. Rosemary Chemensa. Then my family members, in fact, to my husband as well, who is right beside me, and then to our boss.
Given to us, we are honored and we are grateful unto you. Order our footsteps, bless us according to your word, lead us not into temptation, and direct our affairs. I pray for Ghana that there will be peace, there will be a breakthrough, there will be an elevation of peace among us in the name of Jesus. And also pray for Papa Law, Apostle, that the Lord will lift you up and bless you.
Name.
In Jesus' matchless name, amen.
Amen. All right, thank you very much, Reverend Daniel Asari and Mrs. Joanna Asari Akoto. Thank you for coming through. We are so grateful.
My favorite song has come.
I thought as much. Okay.
Jesus is taking care of me.
Jesus is taking care of me. We'll get it and play it for you one of these days.
you.
Thank you so much. All right, so Mpɔtam Morning Show, the extended version. This is where we draw the curtains. The name remains Papa Law Perfect. I came, I saw, and I conquered. My producer for the day, David Santos, co-producer, co-host. Today he is doing double work. Co-host and co-producer, David Santos. Thank you very much. God bless you. Nanamba and next on your radio with Mid-Morning Brew. Follow our midday news. Kofi Yeshu will come your way with Ghana and Sensem. And then Cheselina will come with Pillow Drive. I came, I saw, and I conquered. Straight up. Don't crooked up. I'm out.
One some, one,